And welcome to another fascinating episode of Real Talk. Today, our guest is coming from straight from the ground in China, Mr. Paul Jolley from Kuka. Thanks for coming on the Real Talk. I know it's probably 11, 12 o'clock at night in China, but I really wanted to have this talk with you. So why don't you give us a little background of, since you're manufacturing electronics, give us a little background about Kuka and what your company does and what type of solutions you provide to the industry.
Kuka is an industry that focuses on microelectronics, and particularly the potentiometer or the sensor or the variable resistor. It's got a bunch of names, and it comes in all shapes and sizes. This is the fader from lighting and audio. This is the motor fader for lighting and audio. This is the power to switch. Then this is your just normal little variable standard resistor. And our key selling point, our differentiation, because we are an innovative company, we're using a silver paste technology, which allows the wear of the board to be 10 times better than what technology was being used before. I mean, bearing in mind this is a 100-year-old industry, so these products go into many different kinds of products, end products, and we've just innovated it to be 10 times longer lifespan. So that's Kuka, that's who we are.
So as I said, your innovation, I saw that you guys put in some, you guys went into a competition for innovation or a startup as a new company, and you guys are putting your products in there. And it's very fascinating. As I said, it's the innovation and the durability of building longer, more durable, more efficient products, because that's, at the end of the day, it comes to quality. And people don't like to have failures in their products. They want to have longer durability. And it comes with a price as well. It does come with a price to have longer durability.
I want to stop you there because we're entering the market at the same price as everybody else. The market price is the market price.
Correct.
But we're just adding value by adding 10 times longer. And in my opinion, if you invest in time, it's a good investment. Because I remember myself as a service engineer fixing the video driving game machines, and I replaced so many of these small parts you just wouldn't believe. You know, I was working for 5 years with Carnival Cruise Lines out of America, out of Miami, and it was difficult to get parts because you're out at sea all the time. So this whole machine, which was a $10,000 machine, was not working just because of this little part. Yeah. So I'm very happy that I'm involved in the innovation, and I've designed a part to fix a problem. That's all we do as entrepreneurs. We find a problem, which I had when I was younger, and I fixed it.
Find a solution for the problem.
Okay, we have our own testing equipment, and I'm just about to set up a video and actually have this on a machine and ticks away, and you can see that this is 10 million cycles instead of 300,000 cycles. So I'm just about to sort that out, but I've been busy because right now all the exhibitions in Guangdong, and there's many, I've just opened. Everyone's still wearing the mask, but it's all open. So I'm busy going to all these exhibitions and showing my innovation and shaking hands with all the people. Yes, I agree. The domestic demand is huge, and for me personally, for the next 3 or 4 months, I'm just focusing on the domestic market. Obviously, I want to focus on the international market, but I've just got to see how things go and rely on very valuable contacts like yourself, Rob. And because I'm here in China at the moment and I can't go out, so I have to look for distributors to help me to when the international market is opening, because you know better than me for the international market. So for me, I'm just focusing on the domestic market right now.
What do you see for the future in China and the world? What is your expectation? What's your foresight and for your predictions of really what's going to happen in the future?
I see China focusing a lot on innovation. They've got the manufacture. Now they'll be focusing more on the digital marketing and how to get the market by using Amazon or Alibaba or even Facebook and LinkedIn and this sort of thing. I can see a lot more brands coming out of China in the next 5 years.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
agree.
prediction.
I've seen it myself. China is a big backer of innovation all over the world, not just in China itself. I know the big companies are coming to the States, backing a lot of startups, a lot of technology. Of course, 5G is the biggest say, and the challenges that's politically with Huawei and all these things. But they're really pushing, and they have the power, they have the money, and they have the manpower. So it's just setting politics aside. They are being they're contributing a lot in the next 5 to 10 years, I do believe too. I wanted to say before we end this up, do you have anything to add? Anything like to share before we wrap this up?
Anything to add? Just innovation. I mean, I
Yeah.
joined this innovation competition for the Greater Bay Area of Guangdong, and I think my product's pretty good.
Okay.
I think mine's 10 out of 10. But I only came 17th out of 308. So there's a lot of things coming, and the Chinese are not competing with the world, they're competing with themselves. I mean, I was in a competition with them, right?
But once again, I want to thank you, Paul. Thank you. Thanks a lot for coming on this. Thanks for sharing your insights, your company information, what's going on in China on the ground, and your experience. It's been hopefully all the listeners are enlightened and inspired of what's happening, and to give a different perspective of really what's going on than what people hear in the news, and really how we're all trying to move forward, and every country is trying to move forward past this, put this behind us, and innovate and be a better country in general. But thank you again. And as I always leave all the podcasts, remember, guys, be smart, be thoughtful, be generous. Thank you, Paul. And I'll be talking to you again soon.